the radio, building dreams and achieving more, telling it just like it is. Most of all, keeping it real. Are you ready for real talk? Changing lives and communities. Real talk. Saving all our families. Real talk. Bringing hope for you and me. Real talk. Real talk with Judy. Real talk with Judy on the radio. Real talk with Judy. Real talk with Judy on the radio.
Well, good morning and welcome to another hour of the Real Talk with Judy show. Welcome back. Welcome back. It is so good to have you here this morning. I am excited about today's show. I'm excited that you're here to join me again on this beautiful Tuesday morning here in Tallahassee, Florida. And I pray that wherever you are experiencing good weather. I pray that things are working out real good for you wherever you are. But I want to thank you for coming back once again to the Real Talk with Judy live radio show. Thank you so very much. And I am Dr. Judy, your Real Talk host for this hour. For this hour. And I want to thank you. Thank you so very much for joining me. This show is going to be power-packed. With good information. And I would love for you, if you would, to go ahead and tag and get others to come on, tag, share, that is tagging, invite, call, do whatever you email, whatever you have to do to get others on. I want you to go ahead and do that, so they can join in and receive this good information. It is going to be power packed, and I would love for you to have them to join in because it's going to be good for them. So go ahead, get them on, and let's get this show started. All right, because one of the things that I love about the show that I present, it is inspiring, empowering. It brings to you knowledge and understanding. It gives you some insight on how you can do whatever you're doing better. It is to enhance you. So if you would just go ahead and click on share, tag, invite, and get people on. I prepare for you. So that's how I know that what I do is impactful. Not only do I prepare, I speak from experience. And so it is because of that, I believe, hey, Angus, that's my brother-in-law from Scotland. He's going to join in. There's going to be some good information here, and I know he's going to share some things. So go ahead and get them on here as we empower you today. My sister Tanya, hey, Tanya, as we empower you today, and they're going to help me give you some good insight. We want people to share. We want you to give your input, okay? So because we want you to see that whatever you believe can happen will happen, that it is possible, okay? Again, I am Dr. Judy Mandrell, your people architect, and this is the Real Talk with Judy live radio show. And so we want you to go ahead and let's get this started real quickly. Okay, and I want you to go ahead and do that while I say hello to my mama. Y'all know how to say hello to my mama. That's Mother Dr. Irma Hunter Wesley, who's in Fort Lauderdale. She's the reason I am who I am. Everything I am is because of her. Carolyn, thank you. Man, my family, we roll together, I promise you. My mom is still my trusted advisor and mentor. She's still here in the land of the living. I'm going to squeeze everything I can out of her. So y'all go ahead and tag and share. Y'all continue her in your prayer. Then I give thanks unto God for my wonderful husband who allowed me to be who I am. He's the reason I get to do what I do. And to my amazing production team, Priscilla, John, Louie, and her amazing staff, thank you. who helped me deliver an award-winning show every Tuesday, and not just on Tuesday, y'all, but all over, wherever I am. I go live wherever. I go live wherever. But I want to thank you all and to the greatest audience everywhere. That is the Real Talk with Judy, the live radio show. Audience, those of you who are listening to me by way of radio, Hallelujah 95.3 FM, and also the Hallelujah 95.3 app. I gave that app out to so many people this past weekend in Charlotte, North Carolina, and everywhere I go. Those in Germany who tuned in to the app. I want to thank you so very much. Scotland, all of the, y'all, thank you. We are nationwide. Yes, we are an international show, and we are thankful. And I appreciate you keeping my radio radio station on your show, so people get to hear Hallelujah 95.3 all over the world. Isn't that amazing? So today we're going to talk about achieving better with excellence. Achieving better with excellence. And I'm going to give you some strategic tips on doing that, on achieving better with excellence. I'm going to give you some tips because we got to do our service with excellence. We got to do it better, right? Better. Hello, Cindy. Oh, y'all, this is gonna be a good show. We got some talkers on here today. Y'all get a pen and pencil and get ready. Y'all get ready because there's gonna be some good information shared both in the chat and with me. So a better mean of a more excellent or effective type of quality. Better mean of a more excellent or effective type of quality. Of superior quality of excellence. Simply put, better is improvement. Better is improvement. So today we're going to talk about achieving improvement with excellence. Okay, achieving better, achieving it with excellence. So I'm going to give you some strategic tips on improvement with excellence. And excellence is the quality of being outstanding or extremely good. Thank you, Minister Howard. Thank you, Minister Howard. She got to be our PR person. That Minister Howard. Thank you so very much. And you all join her in texting and getting people on here. Share, invite them on your page. So excellent, the quality of being outstanding or extremely good. Excellent, the quality of being outstanding or extremely good. Our greatest asset are people. Our greatest asset are people. Okay, so I want you to remember now that we are improving the quality of being from just good to outstanding or extremely good. We're doing this better. We're achieving more. But our greatest asset are people. People are our greatest asset. And an asset is a resource with a profitable and beneficial value with the expectation that the asset will provide a future gain. Okay, we're gonna come. I'm gonna give it to you again. An asset. This is when you bring people into your life or the people that you serve. Being an asset is a resource with profitable and beneficial value with the expectation that the asset, that's the people, will provide a future gain. Okay, they're going to increase you. So the people that we're serving are going to increase us. Good evening, Victoria. Keaton, good to have you on. All of you all who are coming on, those who listen on the radio, thank you all so very much for being here. I promise you, today is going to bless you. And if you know anybody else that you want to see increase today, go ahead and get them on here. Go ahead and get here. So in every field, y'all, we serve people. No matter what you do, you're serving people. And people are your greatest asset. And sometimes we hear, I don't care what people think. I don't care how they feel. I understand what you're saying as far as we won't allow people to dictate to us whether we succeed or not. We won't allow people to we won't allow people's opinion to hold us back. But may I give you another point of view or another perspective? You must be mindful of how you treat people and how we value them, because people are important. One of the things is, if you don't care how people feel about you, ain't nobody gonna do your service. They're not gonna come receive your service. We serve people. Every field we serve people. Thank you. Those of you who are coming on, thank you so very much for joining. Thank you, Minister Howard, for inviting and getting them here. But in every field, we serve people, y'all. People are the lifeline of what we do. Just imagine if people did not come to receive service from you, there will be no need for your service. If people was not listening to my radio show, if people was not listening when I'm on Facebook, when I'm ministering the gospel, when I'm an invited speaker anywhere, if people family was not receiving my services, there would be no need for me. There would be no real talk for the Judy show if I didn't have any listeners. And so I prepare for you. I prepare, I study, I prepare, I'm searching, I'm looking. I increase me so I can increase you, because I want you to come back. If I give you anything, you're not coming, right? If I give you any, I'm mindful of the way I look. I'm coming on the radio show simply because I put it on Facebook. My appearance to the eye is important to the people who are watching. My voice is important to the people who are listening. So therefore, I have to make sure that I am going from better to excellence, or better, or giving you my best with excellence. And guess what? My best today will not be my best tomorrow. And so when I come back to you, or the next time you hear me, no matter where I am, and the next time you hear me, it has to be better than what I gave you today. And it has to be better with excellence, meaning I have to give you something that will sustain you, something that will increase you, something that will attract you back here to hear what I'm saying, something that would encourage. And so when when I'm walking around and I hear people say, I have been blessed by your words. I'm blessed. I'm increased. I'm doing better. Or I have questions. Sometimes when I get off of the radio show, I am answering a lot of questions of people who inbox me, and they want to know some answers. Or if I see somebody, they want answers. The lady who gave me the $500, who was carrying it around since January, she was impacted by the words that I said. But y'all, it means going from better to excellence. Okay. So we have to give our greatest asset, which are people, our best and in excellent. It should have improved with excellent. We want to make what we do better. And so we cover it in excellence. You know, you're mindful about your package. My sister sells fine size, right? And in her packaging, the envelope, or the not the envelope, the bag that she put it in is impressive. So when you receive it in the mail and you get it out and you look at that bag is impressive. When you go into the TNL Performing Arts Center, and I haven't been in there yet, but Dot D have gotten it so when you first walk in, it's impressive, it's attractive. Okay, he was renting, and I'm taking this all off of what he put on Facebook. He was renting chairs, white chairs, and he was going to buy some white chairs, but God blessed him. Oh, and now he has black chairs. And so when you walk in there, I'm just ready. I'm just ready to walk in because it's appealing to the eye. Who is he preparing for? His greatest asset, people. You all have to understand that. Yes, thank you for your comment. That's what it is. Okay, business owners, preachers, servers, church, restaurants, any service given to people should be done in the spirit of excellence. Let me ask you this question. I want you to go ahead and put some answers in the chat for me. When you are receiving services from anyone, that's anybody. What are some things that aggravate you or frustrate you by their service? I want you to put it in the chat because there's some, and then we have to make sure that we're not giving the service that frustrate us to what's frustrating us from others. Okay, so what are some things that or some things that frustrate you when you're receiving service from other people? Yeah, when you're receiving the service, what are some things that frustrate and aggravate you? Because we want to talk about how can we achieve better with excellence. And this is in every area. What I'm talking about today will benefit us in every area. One of the things that frustrate me is not paying attention to me when I'm talking. That's frustrating. I'm talking to you, and you're on the phone, you're on the computer, you ain't paying attention to what I'm saying. You act like I don't matter. I come in, I'm a customer in the store, and you tell me to hold on so you can answer the phone, and then you do the phone service for about 10 minutes, and I'm still standing there. I'm like, can you put them on hold? I'm right here in the store. Can you ask them to call you back? I'm right here in the store. Okay. Or giving me that being nasty and mean and not having a good, oh man, that is so true. Them being nasty and mean. How many of you all can agree with that? Mean and nasty and not having a good attitude. Oh, I can't stand that. Poor communication and customer service, not good. I agree. That irks me. That irks me as well. Just nasty. Here, FedEx, throw your stuff. Just throw your stuff on the porch, right? Just throw your stuff, right? Just nasty, not smiling when you're serving, not smiling. One waitress told me, well, I didn't want to be a waitress. I just took this job because I had to. I'm like, babe, I'm about to get you fired. I am about to get you fired. Well, I don't care. Bam, there you go. Guess what I did? I called the manager. I said, may I see you for a moment? She said she does not want to work here and she only work in your store because she needs another job. She's given a very poor impression of this company. But if this is the way that this company is ran, then hey, maybe all of us should leave. Y'all know I did it out loud in the restaurant. Maybe all of us should leave because this young lady does not want to serve us. And she just threw my plate on the table. Another lady said she threw mine too. And I was like, well, if this the way you serve, ma'am. And she said, I'll talk to her in the back. And guess what happened? I got a new waiter. And guess what happened the next time I went? She was gone. Why? Because the greatest asset to that restaurant was the customers. And you can't allow people to serve in the spirit of nastiness or with a bad attitude. It's not going to work. Even a mean usher at church. When I grew up, we used to have some mean ushers. We don't want no mean usher today. But man, we had an usher. What was that usher name? Deacon Walden. Man, he be chewing church chewing gum in church. You know you're supposed to chew gum in church, but now church now it's not as long as it used to be. Back in the day when I grew up, you got out of church like 3 o'clock, right? And so you're gonna chew gum. Man, that man put the fan to your mouth, hit your lip like that, and he want that gum. Oh, mean self. But guess what we did? We spit that gum out. Hmm? Communication, how you communicate is very important. So we have to watch our attitude. We have to not be nasty. We have to watch our communication, our facial expression. I do not like people serving me who mean like they do not want to serve me, and that's whatever. I was in the post office the other day, and the lady, may I help you? And she wasn't smiling, and she said, "May I help you, ma'am?" And I just stood there. She said, "May I help you?" I said, "Oh, you ain't smiling. Not even, you know, yelled at me 3 times. You yelled at me 3 times." She said, "Well, may I help you?" I said, "No, you may not." And I know the people behind me probably go, "What in the world is she doing?" But I wanted that lady and she smiled. And when she heard my voice, she said, "Oh, she's Dr. Judy. We listen to you on Hallelujah Night. We got you on. We have you on back here." I said, "Well, you know I'm going to talk about you on one of my shows, right?" She said, "Just don't call my name, baby. Just don't call my name." You know. But then she started smiling. But so did the others. And sometimes your job is stressful. You don't have time to do this. But to make better, to achieve better with excellence, add the smile to it. Just add the smile to whatever you're doing. Okay, add the smile to it, right? uh, Dirty places. One of the worst things I had a mother, she used to give out paper with makeup all over it. Her fingerprints, makeup, handing us a test with makeup, giving us copies with makeup. You know, make sure your paper and what you deliver is clean. That's making your service better. Don't just hand out dirty dirty paper. You know, don't send a letter or anything with your makeup on the envelope or your makeup on the paper. Don't do that. That's not. I really want you to help. And some, you know what? Some of this may sound simple, but it happens. Okay, don't be dirty. And if you, Colin Powell said, if you are going to achieve excellence in big things, you develop the habit of excellence in little things. Because if you're not excellent in small things, you're not going to be excellent in big things. You're not. And this may sound a little trivial to some of you, but as an armor bearer or adjutant in the national, and I think that Bishop Ellis did this with everybody. If you're driving someone in your car, you must get your car washed, and you must get it vacuumed and clean because it represents you and the agency in which you serve. You want your material good. I heard Gerard Holmes and Drina, Lady Drina, and those they were talking about people who I don't know if Dot D and it seemed like I remember Dot D and Miss Monique doing it, but I'm not sure. I'm not sure. It matters how you send in your CD package for them to look at it. They don't when you send it in, they don't even receive certain way a package is because it's not presentable. You want your material to be top notch. My daughter on here, happy birthday. But the thing is, you want your presentation to be that of excellent. And hear me, it's not perfection, it's excellent. Okay? You're not trying to become a perfectionist, but you want your better to be done with excellence. You want it to represent who you are. That's why flyers you want it to look a certain way. You don't want your now some people like fancy writing on their flyers. I don't. And that's not right or wrong. Hear me. That's not right or wrong. Okay? That's not right or wrong. That's preference. The reason why I don't like the fancy cursor, you notice Priscilla, most of the time when she does my thing, everything is achieving better is in block, and it's so you can understand. Because I want people when they first look at it, they can see it. Okay, I'm mindful of the colors that I use. It has to be a coordination in the colors. Okay, and the reason being why I don't like now she got top it a little fancy. See that she got that T and that P. I see that top is a little fancy, right? But I let her get away with that. And she's a fancy person. I'm a plain. And the reason being is because I don't want anybody trying to figure out anything. I want you to be able to look at it quickly and see what it is. See how she has that on my show, Real Talk with Judy Live. And those of you who are listening by way of radio or on the app, you won't be able to see it. But if you go to my Facebook page or my Instagram, YouTube, you'll be able to see it. And that's because my presentation, I want it so simple that if a 5-year-old get it, they will be able to see it with no problem and understand it with no. And like I said, that's not a matter of wrong or right. That's my preference. Okay, and we're going to talk about that one day because it is okay. Your preference may not be my preference, but it don't make either one of us wrong. It's just a matter of preference, right? Just a matter of preference. And once we learn that, we don't fight over different things. But Missionary Priscilla, being my marketing director, she gives it to me the way I want it. And sometimes we go back and forth, and sometimes it's, oh, mother, because it's in the details. Your better and your excellence is in the detail. Okay. And so I'm mindful for that. And you don't want misspelled words, y'all. You don't want to give out things with misspelled words. You wanted to be presented in a way that even in the smallest detail, you can still use a wow. Oh, that's nice. Are you getting it? So you're making it so you're achieving better with excellence. And I talked about my sister packaging earlier, but this is the thing. Some have not reached that level where you can pay that kind of money for your packaging. Make the envelopes pretty. Make that pretty. Just be mindful of what you do. Okay. So when people get it, what people receive from you, because remember now, your greatest asset is our people. That's your greatest asset. And whether you like it or not, or whether you think it's fair or you don't care or not, people also are your greatest advertisement. Word of mouth, be it a flyer, any day. Any day. There was a restaurant that was in town. We went all the time because we wanted to support it. We told them a few things and we suggested some things that we felt would help them do better. They did not listen, and got back to me and said every time she come in, she got something to say. Well, ask me where they are today. Thank you very kindly. You won't eat there tomorrow because they ain't there. Why? I know what I wanted as a customer. You hear other customers talking. When you hear other people talking, everybody ain't trying to belittle you or trying to kill you. I promise you. Everybody is not out to get you. Some people really want you to do better. They really do. I promise you, everybody who's around me, I want them to do better. I have these shows because I want you to do better. I do. And that I've learned, I want to share it. Why? Because I want you to do better. I want you to succeed. All of us can succeed. Every last one of us can succeed. But there's a way you have to present yourself. I'm mindful. I am mindful. I practice talking. I took public speaking, right? Toastmasters. Why? Because I'm always talking. And I'm not just going to talk to people who split verbs. I'm going to talk to other people. So I have to learn how to do it all. You understand? I am achieving better with excellence. I'm achieving better with excellence. I'm improving me. And if I believe that I have to improve, I believe you have to improve. And so I want to give it to us all. I want all of us to take this stuff and win. That's why I invest in it. That's why I'm on the radio show. That's why. That's why I'm on YouTube. That's why I'm on Facebook. That's why I write. Because I want us to achieve better with excellence. And we all can do it. Hey, Auntie, we all can do it. We all can achieve it. It's people who do not understand the value of doing better, who always think people are after them. Oh, she fussing. It's not fussing, it's do better. Man, I had some of you children there. I was hard on those kids. You know why? I want to see them in the future doing better. I want to see them in the future doing better. One of the young men told me, thank you. I told him, you walk too slow. You move too slow. Put some more pep in your step, young man. Hold your head up when you walk. Stop sliding your feet. Pick your feet up. That's another thing that bothered me. I'm sliding your feet. Pick your feet up. My mama say, walk like you're going somewhere. Stop sliding your feet. Pick them up. He said, feet were meant to slide. You wouldn't have no toes. Just slide your feet. Okay? Yeah. That presentation is a very important key to success, y'all. These are business people on here. These are people who know what they're talking about. I know what I'm talking about. Experience. Experience. I'm talking from experience. I'm not talking about, I want to see you make it. There ain't no jealous bone in me. None. And I compete with me to make me do better. But you got to develop excellence in the small habits, like Colin Powell said. Walk like you have a purpose. Walk with your head up. I had a young lady ask me, this is when I was in college, she said, you always walk straight up. I said, because we had a lady in church, she didn't allow us to slouch. She told us women, us young girls, to sit up straight, hold our chest up, hold your head up. Okay, one of the chapters in my book is you belong here. You belong where you are. Thank you, daughter. You know, and I want to share this wisdom. And excellence is not an exception, y'all. It is a prevailing attitude. Excellence is not an exception. It is a prevailing attitude. Excellence is about being the best, striving to be better, being the best, striving to being better. You don't want a reputation like one food chain has. They said they hire all the slow people and people who can't think. That's what a lot of people say about this one restaurant chain. Excellent. Excellent. You're having an eye to deliver quality good and service. You know who your greatest billboard? You your greatest billboard. That's why it's important. Keep your hair done. Men, keep a haircut. And if you got your hair like all over your head, keep a nice edge. Just keep it neat. If you wear dreads, keep them clean. Not unless they're supposed to be dirty. I don't know about, they're supposed to be dirty, then keep them like you keep them. But just make sure they're neat. One of my grandson, he has I love neat dreads. I saw this guy with some dreads one time, y'all. I had a dream I had dreads. I woke up and told my husband, I had a dream I had dreads. That guy's dreads were beautiful. His dreads were so pretty. They were clean and neat. And I just wanted them so when I preach or dance, they would just go all over everywhere. I thought that was cute. Right? You are your greatest billboard, and you should be a sign of excellence. That's what you should be. You should look. You got on shoes, even if you have on tennis shoes, if you have on sneakers, This is me, right? You don't have to do this at all. This is me. The white part, keep it white. That's just me. It's not a law. That's Judy Mandrell. You're gonna have a white tennis shoes. Have on white tennis shoes. Don't. If they're supposed to be gray and white, buy you some gray and white tennis shoes. I'm just saying how you make better excellent. You just look better. Okay? It ain't all in the look. I promise you it is. Your look matters. Young man came for an interview at Village Inn. He had on some shorts, he had on some flip-flops, and he had on a wife beater. And for those of you who don't know what that is, that's a t-shirt without sleeve. Okay? I'm learning, y'all, that people, we really do have different definition of words. That's why it's good to talk to people. That's what Sister Girls is all about. Let's talk and meet people. Let's understand different people's culture. Right. Have your standards. Have your standards. So quick to settle. And you know what? This is my mom. My mom, and I think all of her children got it. We do not eat without tipping. And my mother said, you don't tip $1 or $2. And when my mother go out to eat with us, she want to know how much did you leave for a tip. I'm like, you paying for the bill? She said, girl, how much you left for a tip? She said, that speaks of you. I'm like, no, that speaks of the server. She said, no, that speaks of you. You know, and some things are happening, y'all, because they haven't been taught. We don't demand better with excellence. We let people, people around me, hear me, they will tell you it got to be excellent. And they demand it from me as well. It's not just one-sided. We don't want no one-sided. I don't want no one-sided friendship. My family, we are not one-sided. All of us, and we got this from my mom and my dad. My sisters, my brothers, we are not one-sided. My nephews, my nieces, my grandchildren, we are not one-sided. We tell each other the truth. We don't attack each other in public, but we tell each other the truth. Right? My sister Tanya and Carolyn can't stand that I like to wear loose, big clothes. They hate that with a passion. They want me to wear more fitted clothes. Right? To them, they say it's sloppy. That's what they say. It's sloppy. It's so sloppy. But I like it. So what I've done is, because they are fashionable people, they love fashion. What I've done, I brought it down a size. Right? But I'm gonna get better at some other stuff. You understand what I'm saying? Because I want us to succeed. I didn't think they were trying to attack me. Right? You got to know the heart of people. Yes. Oh, I demand excellence. I really do. Better with excellence is what I demand. And how can I demand it? Because I demand it for myself. I demand it for me. People are not born with excellence. We're not born excellent. We cultivate it over a period of time. Excellence is cultivated over a period of time. And excellent, it comes through hard work, wise work, and smart work. That's it, Sister Marie. Right? So it emerges from continuous improvement over the past. It is excellent is a consequence of passion and performance. Excellent, listen to this. Achieving better with excellent differentiates extraordinary people from ordinary people. Okay? It differentiates ordinary from extraordinary from ordinary. Those who strive for excellence will have longevity in their endeavors. They're going to have your longevity in your endeavors. Why? Because of your asset. Because of your asset. People recommend you in different places. People give you awards. People suggest your name in rooms that you're not even in. People mention your company when you're not there. People recommend you because there's a spirit of excellence. And hear this, or people say this, oh, don't use them. Don't, honey, they're late. They don't what you call it? They don't deliver. They don't deliver as promised. You know, like that. God, Carolyn, I forgot who it is. This one company here, this moving company. I tell people, do not use them at all. Don't use them. Do not. They say, well, what about do not use them? Do not use them at all. They steal your stuff, they break your stuff, and this has happened. And then after that, excellence does not stand still. That's it. Because time change, symptoms improve, and information update. Excellence requires continual growth. And that's what we must realize. Excellence requires continual pinkies. Thank you, Carolyn. Pinkies. You tell people don't use pinky. Steal your stuff, break your stuff. Then you have to go to court. Huh? You wonder why people don't use you? Because you don't have a spirit of excellence. You do it, but today what I want to help you to do is do it better. And excellence is continuously growing. We don't stop. It's a continuous growth. And I want to help you with this. Excellence, those who strive, okay, excellence is both the yardstick and the benchmark. Okay, excellence is both the yardstick and the benchmark. And when you benchmark against other achievers, you tend to improve and grow. When you benchmark against other achievers, you tend to improve and grow. Some people say, I ain't measure myself against nobody. That's why you're not achieving much. That's why you're not achieving much. I listen to Oprah, who happens to be one of my favorites. I listen to Oprah. I listen to all these shows on TV. I listen to podcasts. I listen to people right here in my city. I sit down and I talk with people in my city. Anna Johnson, who was on my show now, she was one of the longest TV personalities here in Tallahassee. Shonda Knight. I've talked to these people. I want to know, how can I do better? What is it that you see? Kim Moore is still, right to this day, one of my most influential speakers and talkers and a business knower. And I talk to them. I ask, do I measure I use them as a benchmark. Deion Sanders' son, I think he pronounced it Shadur Sanders, the quarterback, I think. His quarterback benchmark is Tom Brady. He uses Tom Brady to measure as a benchmark. Okay, he improved himself. He said Tom Brady told him after the game, you got to do some improvement, man. Okay, that's what he told him. And those of us who watched the game, that boy did pretty good. But he made some mistakes, and he said it himself. But you got to look at, there's people right here. Oprah ain't gonna call me. Well, she might call me. She might call me. I'm trying to, I sent a thing to her and said, Oprah, I'm good. That's all I said. I said, call me. I'm good. I sure did. Do I think I'm good? Yes. Do I think I have things to offer? Yes. Why? Because I'm studying. I'm preparing. I'm looking. I'm seeking. When I went to the book, with Keith Rogers and the books, man, I went to that library. It was so many people there who have already written books, who live right here in Tallahassee. So I don't have to go to Germany or Miami to find a book writer. Why? Because I got them here in Tallahassee. My sister Cindy sat with me over 4 hours one Thanksgiving, and they still pushing me, right? Am I going to measure them, use them as a benchmark? Yes. Why? They already done what I want to do, and they are successful. That's a tip for you. That's a tip for you. Find you somebody who's already doing what you know that you're passionate about, and use them as a benchmark. Ask them, in how long did it take to write? How long did it take to do? What did you see? What was some of your failure? What was some shared knowledge? Get this stuff. It's not competition. It's being better with excellence. I was trying to write a 500-page book. My husband said, Judy, ain't nobody gonna read that book. Nobody gonna read a 500-page book. And guess what? Most people are not. They don't want a 500-page book. My husband told me to take 2 or 3 of them chapters and write a book. Consistency is key. Yes. My husband told me to take some of them chapters and write a book. They told me don't do it more than 150 pages or 200. People not reading all that stuff. Hello? My mom is my benchmark in so many areas, in all the areas of my life, because I have watched her from the time. My Uncle Skip used to say, I just used to stay there and stare at my mom. He said I stared at her. To me, she's one of the smartest, greatest women in the world. I've seen her. I've seen her serve a community. I've seen her take St. John's suits. Some of y'all don't even know what St. John knit suits are. Them some of the most expensive clothes you want to buy. I don't have a St. John knit suit because I don't want one. Do y'all hear this? Minister Howard, you are absolutely correct. If you're the smartest person in your circle, it's time to reevaluate. You got to have people around you who push you, who encourage you. I'm smart, y'all, but I got people around me who are so much smarter. I'm smart in my areas. I measure even with the children, y'all, and I'm on the same path my mom was on. My mom's 84 now. She get to sit back and look at me. She's an advisor, one of our top advisors for our daycare. She's an advisor for my whole life. All of my sisters and my brother talked to my parents about marriage, and we're doing well. The youngest one, Carolyn, right now is on year 13. They 20 years and 21 years and all of these years married. Do you hear me? Okay. Find people in the school system. I'm getting ready to end this, but in the school system, y'all, in daycare, if your children aren't developing at a certain age, if they're not doing this by a certain age, they are labeled as developmental delayed. Do you hear me what I'm saying? If you got a business that's 10 years old, bless you. If you got a business that's 10 years old and you still operating at a 2-year-old function, you are developmentally business delayed. And that means that you need to sit back, get with someone who's been there. Get with somebody who's successful and who's achieving. Measure, use them as a benchmark. Come November, this will be 8 years of me in the radio. 8 years. I've accomplished so much more. So now I got to see, okay, where do I want to go starting year number 8? Where do I want to go? You know why I'm at Hallelujah? You know why I am at Hallelujah 95.3 FM? Do y'all want to know the real reason why I'm here? Do y'all want to know why I'm here? I'm here because of Dot D. That's why I moved from the station I was, because of Dot D. That's why I'm here. And the reason being is because he pushed me. He's not intimidated at all by anything that I have. Nothing. But I watch him, and I want to say that I watch him. He's been consistent with me. He's not in one day, out the next day. No, he's consistent. I watch what he does. I talk to him. I ask him questions. He gives me suggestions. I need that because I see me in the future. Oh, boy, I done felt the anointing right there. I almost went off in tongues on y'all. Oh. I see me in the future and I know where I'm going. I have people strategically placed in my life that I placed in my life, that I believe God gave me the place in my life so they can help me with certain things. There are certain areas I want to improve upon. There are certain things. Do y'all understand that? As good as I think I am, as I know I am, I'm still achieving better with excellence. I am still improving. I am still growing. You guys, my husband, my sister, people who hang with me, you can ask them all. I am forever reading. I am forever studying. I study. I study the Bible. I study books. I study people. I look at books to see how they're written. When I was in that library 2 weeks ago with all of those writers from Tallahassee, uh, 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 Rhonda Whitfield and Kimmy Johnson and Ashley Scott and Keith Rogers. I got Keith Rogers' book, had him to sign it, and got me a T-shirt. That's what I'm doing with all of these writers' books. Putting it, I got me a local bookshelf in my corner on only local writers, all local writers. Why? Because I am bettering myself with excellence. All right, let me go. My desire is that I am and will be an excellent benchmark for many other people. I am a benchmark right now for some, and then I want to be a even greater benchmark for others, many others. All right, so let me give you this right quick. I'm not going to be able to give y'all low because I only have 2 minutes left. Okay. Number one, if you're going to achieve better with excellence, you first must develop the mindset that achieving excellence is a journey and not a destination. Goes back to what Cynthia said. It's forever growing. So in order to achieve better with excellence, you must first develop the mindset that achieving excellence is a journey and not a destination. Achieving excellence is a journey and not a destination. You don't arrive at excellence, you keep achieving it. And thank you, First Lady Watkins. So awesome to see all of you on. You're going to achieve better with excellence. Set your goals in order to achieve excellence. Set your goals. You got to know what your goals are. Okay? You got to know what your goals are so you can know how to go after excellence. Okay? Be passionate. Okay, these are some nuggets right quickly. Be passionate. When you do what you love, you don't feel that you are working anymore. You're the pride. My everything I do from serving this community to my church to everything, none of that feel like work to me. It all feels like pleasure. All of it. All right, I got to get out of here. I'm sorry. Okay. Be involved in what you're doing. Love it. Love it. When you involve yourself into your passion and to becoming better, there is no limit to what you will do. Spot your talents. Okay. Hone in on your skills and your abilities. You know, sometimes people search for skills by ignoring their inherent talent. Spot your talents. Build on your competencies and capabilities. All right, read good books, and I got to get out of here. This is how you build. You're doing it with excellence. Okay, read good books. Read good books, and upgrade your knowledge constantly. Continuous learning broadens your horizon. Never become complacent with your existing knowledge. Keep reading, keep reading, keep reading. Enrich yourself. Okay. Time change, things change. Enrich yourself. Get it from multiple perspectives. Don't just think that your perspective is the only way. I like my perspective, but I like broadening perspective. So what are your thoughts on this? You know, what are your thoughts on this? How do you become better? Constantly learning is a boom. And as I said earlier, and I'm going to close right here. I got a bunch more. Find somebody where you are. And sometimes you're trying to look, you know what, you can tell when people haven't been really, my mom and dad, and y'all hear me refer to them a lot because they taught us everything we need. We got it right here in our house, or we got it right here in our family. Sometimes people would do for, and I'm just going to use this. I'm just going to use this. Sometimes people would do for TD Jakes and want you to do for your own pastor. That ain't good. You right there see what your pastor. TD Jakes ain't coming. He ain't don't even know you. He don't know you. But you got pastors and you got friends. You got people right here with you. Man, get that knowledge from them. Iron sharpen iron. Yes, go. Now, TD Jakes is one of my favorites. His leadership conference, man, that is the best knowledge for me. When I go there. I am learning. I am writing. Hear me when I attend his conferences. I love to attend conferences that's gonna empower and inspire me. Joe, we got some people right here. We got some people right here. And I know I had somebody one time say, well, Judy, mom, you keep talking about your mama. My mama wasn't even there. But honey, you had some mother figures in your life. You got a woman that you look up to. I give God praise for my mom because she was there. And I don't try to, hide it. And my mom was a businesswoman. She was a woman, a church woman, spiritual woman, whatever you want to call a church woman. And she's also a mother to us. She trained us. And I told y'all, I was 50 years old before my mama let me call her my friend. I sent my mama a Mother's Day card and said to my mama and my best friend, she sent it back. And she said, I am not your best friend. I am your mother. I didn't understand it because I felt like she was my best friend. But guess what, y'all? She was my mom. She was my mother. She trained me. And that's what I give back to everybody else. I give to you what has been given to me. And I want you to succeed. I want you to make it. I want you to be the best you can be. And I am here. God called me to be a people architect. And I help you build your dream. And in this corner, what we're building right now is achieving better with excellence. Achieving better with excellence. Better is improvement. Excellent, going from outstanding to great. Y'all, it's been a pleasure. It's been a pleasure. It's been a pleasure. After a while, you'll be tuned into my broadcast, my podcast, and different things that's happening. I got so many things that's on the burner that's working. But I want to thank you all for tuning in today. Thank you for your comments. This was powerful. If you would you please share it on your page? Will you please share it? So that others who may see it. Minister Howard, thank you so very much. I greatly appreciate you sending this out, inviting so many people. And those of you who come on every Tuesday, thank you so very much. Next Tuesday, join us at 11:30. Tonight, join me in Bible study. Our marketing direction missionary, Priscilla John Louis, will be teaching Bible study tonight. Y'all join us. Our son, Elder Witherspoon, our assistant pastor, he give us prayer points, y'all. And I think he's on number 80 something or 90 something. But every Tuesday night, come grow with us. Come learn. I like our Bible study because you get to ask questions. You get to make comments. And for that reason, I love it. Okay. So I look forward to seeing y'all tonight. Or you can join me Sunday morning. All right. Join me Sunday morning. I want to tell you an opportunity that I have, and I'm going to leave right now. This Friday night, September the 22nd, my goddaughter will be 20. Ooh, that's Cameron. She'll be 20 years old. But I have the distinct honor and privilege to minister in Nassau, Bahamas, Friday night. I am the keynote speaker Friday night at a women conference in Nassau, Bahamas, and also Sunday night. I will be speaking Sunday night in Nassau, Bahamas. And yes, I'm an international speaker. I have spoken in Scotland, and we have an invitation. They're considering bringing us back. Wow! So y'all keep us in prayers, all right? So we're doing some, God is making us do some good things. I see you in the future, y'all. I see you in the future, but I also want to tell you this: ain't no telling where you're gonna see me at, and because I will pull that mic out. I will pull that mic out and do Real Talk with Judy anywhere in the world. I will. But remember this: I see us in the future, y'all, and we are achieving better with excellence. That's Real Talk.
Real talk with Judy. Real talk with Judy on the radio. Real talk with